let me know. Okay, fantastic, crystal clear. Okay, crystal clear. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. All right, so let's get started. Let's get started. So I'm just going to go directly to the slide for tonight's session. Okay, so tonight we're looking at what are the AI skills? What are the AI skills? What are the AI skills you must build now or get left behind? So many a times, a lot of opportunities have come, okay, and they go. A lot of opportunities come, opportunities go. If you can't see my screen, please check your network, okay? People have said they can see my screen. So if you can't see my screen, please do well to check your network, okay? It's usually most of the time going to be your network, okay? So majority of the people, majority, let me say majority, are going to miss out on this chance because before you know it, it's also going to get saturated. But um, let's even ask a question. So let me not get deep into it before I ask this question. So, and I need answers from each and every one of us on the call right now. If you're on the call, I would love you to give a response to this question. Why do you want to get into tech in the first place? What is that problem that you want to solve personally that you are considering getting into tech? And don't tell me, oh, you want to explore. Why do you want to explore? Okay. Do you want to change the narrative in your family? Are you looking for extra income, something on the side that you can do? Are you tired of your 9 to 5? Okay. Are you tired of waiting for a pay raise? All right. Are you looking for something new? You want to increase your income. What is that driver? What is the reason you are considering tech tonight? Okay. Are you a teacher? Yeah. And you are looking for other means to earn. Are you a lecturer? Are you looking for other means to earn? Do you want to completely transition? You know, you're done with the current sector that you are in. You want to go into something entirely new, something that can put you in a better position. What is that thing for you? I need us to answer that question before we go ahead. So type it in the chat, type a response in the chat. I want to actually know what is driving you to join this session or to even consider entering tech in the first place. The opportunity for greater pay, automation, and greater productivity. Absolutely. Taiwo, fantastic one. So I want this to be an exercise that you participate in because if you cannot articulate why you are here and why you're considering tech, then we should start asking ourselves the question, are you in the right session? Okay, you need to articulate it, and I need you to write it down somewhere as well. Okay, because there will be a follow-up towards the end of the session. All right. So extra, somebody said extra income, Jubilee, extra income. Somebody said, Deborah said to solve financial problem. Okay, with an emoji that shows that she's fed up. All right, upskill and earn more. Fantastic. Okay, so I like that blessing. Gideon says to build a career. Why do you want to build a career? Is building a career in the aim? I mean, there are so many other sectors you can build a career in, Gideon. Why tech? Why not education? Why not in farming? You know, people have careers in farming. Why tech? So that's the that's the that's the goal. Okay. Bola said career progression. So I'll take that as a promotion. You're already working and seeking promotion. Fantastic. I want to shift in financial status. Also, I want to be able to scale my current, uh, my my current in the global job market. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that is, but I think I understand your point. So a lot of submissions. Can you see people saying, "Oh, money"? To be honest, legitimately make money because I am bluntly broke and tired. So, and this is true for so many people. So many people trying to get into tech, but don't have a structured environment to do that. Okay, so you need to answer that question now. For all of you that have answered the question, congratulations, you've taken that first step. So while I'm expecting more answers to come in, we'll go ahead with the session. Like I said, we'll be building something exciting. We'll do a little bit of practicals. I'll also be sharing so many, resources with you. And if you want to get the resources, including the recording of this session after the session, then you have to fill out the attendance form. You must fill out the attendance form in the chat box. So you'd see one of my team members, okay, posting the link in the chat box so that you can fill it out. All right. Somebody said the reason they want to get into tech is thinking outside the box. Why are you thinking outside the box? Why is what is in the box not enough? Why tech? That's the question. Okay. So if you're answering that question, you have to be specific. Be honest. Okay. And for so many people, it's not bad that your reason is just you're looking for extra cash. Okay, you're looking to increase your income. I mean, that was why I considered tech in the first place. Okay. So you have to be explicit with your answer. Okay. Clear. So now that you've answered that question, okay, now that you successfully answered that question, now let me introduce to you Tenalytics business. For those of you who are seeing us for the very first time or joining a session like this for the very first time here with us at Tenalytics business. Tenalytics business is an edtech firm, and what we do is to provide a platform upon which you can project yourself into the AI and data job market. Okay, we've done this for close to 3,200 students over the last half a decade, okay, that have actually transitioned from being a non-tech person to a fully fledged paid tech professional. And we've done that for over 3,000 students, okay? And we work with facilitators and experienced professionals who would walk you through this step by step. Okay, we do practicals, right? Just practicals. We don't bore you with theories or lectures, as they call it. So what we do here is practicals, and you are going to see a little bit of it tonight. Okay, you're going to see a little bit of it tonight. So again, if you've not filled out the attendance form, you need to fill it out now. Okay, and if there's anyone you know that should be in a session like this that you know is not here, ensure they get into the session ASAP, because they're about to miss out on a whole lot. They're about to miss out on a whole lot. Now, a little bit about myself. My name is Mohammed Suleiman, like you may have already seen. And I have been able to rack up quite a number of years of experience in the industry. Okay, and over the years, I've been opportunity to work with Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo is one of Italy's largest luxury car brands. And you can see the attendance is in the chat now. So that's the last message in the chat. Ensure to fill it out. Click on the link, fill it out so that you can get all the resources that we will be using in tonight's session. As I was saying, Alfa Romeo is one of Italy's largest luxury car brand. In fact, there used to be a sister organization with Ferrari up until about 2016 when they broke away and became a standalone organization. If you can't access the link, read the instruction that was pasted in the chat. Okay, alongside the link, okay, there's a clear instruction to copy it and paste it somewhere. Okay, or Janet, Deborah, you can provide just the link. Okay, when you provide the message, just provide the link again as a loan link. Or you can send the DM to Janet. Okay, you can see Janet's number in the chat. Just let her know you can't fill out the link so that she can help you out with that. Okay, are we together? Are we together, guys? Are we together? Are we together? Are we together? Are we together? I need to know that we're together, guys. Are we together? Are we together? That's it. Now that's more like it. Okay. About myself again, I've been able to personally so well over 3,000 Africans so far, and I've been a LinkedIn data visualization top voice. And guess what? I also transitioned into tech. So I wasn't born a tech bro. Okay, I used to be a mechanic before I transitioned to echo. Okay, and if I did it, you can do it too. More so now when AI has become um, a no code skill that you can get. Okay, now what help you choose an AI career path? Okay, one of the career paths that are springing up. So I need your throughout this session. Okay, then we'll build an exciting AI project. So we're going to actually use AI to build something, and then we would also go into how to position yourself. It is one thing to choose and learn a career path. It is another thing to actually position yourself to win. Okay, it is another thing to position yourself to win. All right. So, and again, ensure to fill out the attendance form so that you can get all the resources, including my slides. So my slides will be part of the resources. The recording of this session will be part of the resource. Anything we build today or tonight would also be part of the resource. Everything I share, everything I use, you would get it and you'll be able to replicate the same thing on your own. So the best thing you can do for yourself now is to fill out the attendance form so that you don't miss out on these things. Now, while that's going on, it is 2026. And like I said, in 2026, things have changed. And the way things are changing, if you keep on doing things the old way, many of you said, "Oh, I want to change my financial status. Oh, I'm tired of my current income. Oh, I'm tired of my current situation." Then you need to listen to this. Who is that? So if you've not received the slides from previous sessions, ensure to contact one of our team members. Okay, yeah. So ensure to check your spam email, check your spam box. That is one place it can get into. Okay. So you still find it there, ensure to contact any of the admins in the WhatsApp group or community you are in. Check for any of the admin and send them a DM. And that's all you need. Okay. So, or check your spam box. So if you do one of the two, if you do both, one of the two should solve your problem. Okay. One of both of them should solve your problem. So either you contact one of my team members or you do well to um check your spam box. But you have to, even if you contact my team member, you have to have filled out the form first. Okay, so at least fill out the form. Okay, that is the first step. Do not fill out the first thing. The job market now no longer reward effort. So it's not about how much work you are putting in. Okay, is it about how smart that work is? What leverage are you using currently? And the biggest leverage now in 2026, before it gets saturated, and this is perhaps the opportunity that's going to get saturated the fastest. COVID-19 brought its own opportunity. Okay, you know, data analytics, tech in general brought its own opportunities. Okay, some career paths are saturated already. Okay, AI has reopened fresh opportunities and is going to be the fastest to get filled up because you no longer need to learn coding in 2026 before you can build something valuable to companies or individuals and get paid handsomely. Creating fantastic stuff without having to write code. And we'll do, like I said, we'll do one or two projects today, depending on how time permits us. And then you're going to see exactly how that plays along. So if you are here and you want to change your financial story, you want to put your family in a better place, you're tired of that teaching job that you're doing, you're tired of doing night shifts in the hospital, you're tired of, waiting on a salary increase, you don't even know when there's going to be a salary increase next. If you're tired of that and you want to change your story, then this is definitely for you. Now, just to buttress what I've been saying, Mark Zuckerberg, I know we all know Mark Zuckerberg, right? The owner of Facebook. The owner of Facebook. Or is there anybody here that does not know Mark Zuckerberg? the owner of Facebook. All right. Now, Mark Zuckerberg has said in 2026, which we are in now, and he said this November last year. Okay. So he said in 2026, guys, if you are not skilled in AI, in fact, this is how he put it. He said, you have to get skilled in AI because that is what he's going to measure his employees based upon. So employees are going to measure based upon their AI impact within the business. Now, let me put it in English to understand. What he's saying is, learn AI or leave my company. AI is bringing value. Either you learn it or leave my company. That's simply what he's saying. Okay, so I'm trying to put in 90 so that it does not come off as, you know, um, um, does not come off as offensive. So, and it's not only him saying it. McKinsey is saying that yes, AI would replace those jobs, not because it's AI as us. We can hear, right? Can you hear though? Can you hear? If you can hear me, type I can hear you, please, just so that I confirm what the where the issue is coming. Okay, so if you can hear me, good. If you can't hear me, then please check your network. I hope they at least hear that one so that they can check their network. All right. So the Times of India is saying that McKinsey is saying it's not going to be an AI versus human being fight. It is still going to be a human versus human fight, but it is human using AI versus human not using AI that's going to fight. And always the human using AI wins because they instantly can show the value that they bring to the company for the company to hire them. So if you are looking for a job, what value do you want to offer? How fast can you show that value? It is with AI. Okay, and it's not just Fortune 500, Times of India or Mark Zuckerberg. Fortune 500 is also saying that if you are looking for a promotion, so for that person that said in the chat earlier that I am looking for a career progression, which I said, okay, that means if you mean promotion, then fine, I'm okay with that answer. So if you're looking for a promotion, an easy way is to get skilled in AI. You get skilled in AI. And so many more news outlets are saying the same thing. HR Drive is saying nearly 4 in 10 companies will replace workers with AI by 2026. Gartner is saying AI will not kill jobs, but will reshape 32 million jobs a year. So the opportunities are there. And guess what? I also put in the links to all the articles that I just quoted. The link to all the articles are in my slide. So when you get the slide, I would want you to go through each and every one of them, click on the link and see for yourself what the situation is with all these articles. So you can literally read them up from here. And again, the last message in the chat was the attendance form. So ensure to fill out the attendance form so that you don't miss out on any important stuff. Okay, so that you don't miss out on any important stuff. So are we together, guys? Are we together? Are we together? Are we together, guys? Are we together? Are we together? Can we hear me? All right, fantastic. So let us move ahead. Somebody said I can't find the slides. You better click on the link and fill out the attendance form, else you're already behind. If you are here and the slides you are looking for, you need to click on the attendance form, fill the form, and then you will get the slides later on after the session. Okay, so all right. Again, if you're having any issues, do want to contact one of my team members. You can do that via any of the communities. Okay, just look for any of the admins in any of our communities that you are in, and then send them a DM. You likely find a solution to any issue that you have. So enough of talking about people losing their jobs. Let's go to certificates. Now, back in 2023, things were different. If you had a certificate, fantastic. Okay, But now, people who can show projects that they have done are the ones who are winning. If you can show that, oh, I did this, that, okay, you don't need a certificate anymore. The certificate will just be an extra, okay? But if you can actually display project portfolio that you've worked on, then you are in for a very good ride in 2026. And it's not about expertise anymore. It's about, can I see okay, you can build apps using AI, right? Can you show me 3 apps you've built using AI? Oh, you can create children's storybook using AI, right? Show me one storybook you've created. So you have to lead with this kind of mindset in 2026 for you to have any chance at all. Are we following? So 70% of hiring managers are now looking at project evidence, not necessarily your certificate. Okay? Not necessarily your certificate. So they also want to see proof that you did what you say you did, okay, and you are competent enough to continue doing that on the job. They want to give you the job, but they need to know that you can actually do the job. How best to show them if it's not a project portfolio that shows everything that you have built, and you are good to go then. So again, if you haven't filled out the attendance form, ensure to fill it out, okay, so that you can get those resources that we have mentioned. Okay, now we will go and build something exciting together. See, guys, this is the point where if you haven't filled out the attendance form and if you are not excited to be here, we are about to build something. So you need to show me that you are excited, and you need to also type done. So you give me a thumbs up like this if you are excited, okay, and type done in the chat that you have filled out the attendance form. So those 2 things must come from everybody currently on the call now. Give me a thumbs up or a flower or whatever emoji that you want to give to show me how excited you are, and then type done in the chat. Okay, I'll give us a minute because we're about to now build something using AI, something exciting. Okay, and probably I could show you what we even did last time out, and we can go on from there. It's pretty much exciting what is possible these days with AI. Okay, you can do amazing stuff. If you go to my LinkedIn page, for example, you'd see some of the projects that I've worked on. You can do it too. If you go to my LinkedIn page, there are literally resources there as well that you can use to skill up. Okay, so but now as we are speaking, we want to build something exciting with AI. Okay, maybe 2, not just 1 thing, maybe 2. But you need to fill out the attendance form, give me a thumbs up, and type it done in the chat. Okay, very quickly. So very quickly, let us fill out the attendance form, and you type it done in the chat because we're about to get serious here. Okay, we're about to get serious right here. So while we are doing that, okay, I'm now going to show you some things that you can use. Okay, some things that you can use to build cool stuff. Okay, you can build cool stuff with these things. Okay, so are we ready? Let me see. How many people are on this call? How many people are on this call? How many people are here? Let me see. How many? Okay, that's fine. All right, that is absolutely fine. Okay, so now I want us to go to Google Chrome. So the thing is, you can build with me, or you can wait. You can just fill out the attendance form, and once you get the slide, you can build. Okay, or we can absolutely build together. Okay, we can build together and see what is going on. We can build together and see what is going on. Now, We are going to use a tool called Notebook LM. Notebook LM is an AI owned by Google, and it is absolutely fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic in capital letters. Okay, and you're going to see it in action. Is it free? It is free to access to anybody. Okay, you can literally do the same thing I am doing now if you're on your laptop. You can also do it on your phone. Okay, but we'll get to that. If you want to follow me, I would advise you use your laptop. But if your laptop is not close by, more reason to fill out the attendance form and type down in the chat. Give me a thumbs up so that you get that into your mailbox. Now let's get into it. So I'm going to type notebook LM. Notebook LM. So L for lamb, M for money. Okay, L for lamb, M for money. Guys, don't you think it was deliberate back then when we were in school? If you went to the kind of school that I went to during kindergarten, when they were teaching us ABC, when they got to M, nobody ever said M for money. Is that a coincidence? Is that a coincidence? Nobody told us M is for money. Okay? What did they tell me in the chat? What did they tell you M was for? What did they tell you back then M was for when we were kids? So while you're doing that, ensure to fill out the form, because we've started, we've actually started the same for monkey. Imagine they told us monkey. So they put K inside. Oh, M for mango. You can imagine. Okay? Please, from today on, M is for what? M is for what? From today, M is for what? Type it in the chat. Let me see. So while you're doing that, Notebook LM, just search Notebook LM. Okay, it's going to bring you to this page. So you can see it's Notebook LM. You may be wondering, what am I going to use Notebook LM for? That's why we are here. We are building now, guys. So if you are not here, okay, you are in danger. So ensure to fill out the attendance form. Confirm if you can see my screen, guys. I see that it seems my screen is frozen. Seems my screen is frozen. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let me try fixing something. So let me see what. Can we see my screen? Can we see my screen? Is my cursor moving? Can you see my screen? Okay, so I think it's okay. So I think it's okay. All right. So I think it's okay. All right. So if you say it's okay, then why not? Let's go ahead. Now, give me a second. Okay, great. So when you search Notebook LM, okay, when you searched Notebook LM, you see this. All right, you're gonna see this. All you need to do is to click on that link, and then it's going to open up a page where you can actually visit Notebook LM. Okay, it's going to show you a page where you can actually visit Notebook LM. Okay, Notebook LM, Notebook LM. All right. So while it is loading, okay, so it's going to load a page showing Notebook LM. All right, it's going to load a page showing Notebook LM. Give me a second. Okay, fantastic. Can we see on my screen, understand anything? Can we see on my screen? What can you see on my screen? Can you see understand anything? Somebody said they can't hear me. So if you can't hear me, okay, if you can't hear me, I don't know, it's likely from your head because no one else has complained. So if you can hear me, please type I can hear you, so that that person that said they cannot hear me knows that it's from their end. Also, if you've not filled out the attendance form, especially you that says you can't hear me, then it is more reason for you to fill out the attendance form, so that you can gain access to the materials via your email. Okay, so it will be sent to you after the session. Okay, say tomorrow. Okay, it will be sent to you tomorrow, so you can now sit down your own free time and build. So enough of the talking, let us build something. There's no time to waste, let's build. So you want to click on this button that says try notebook LM. So I'm going to click on try notebook LM. So that's going to take me to the actual notebook LM on the web, so that I can try it out. Okay, and you see the amazing stuff that you can build with notebook LM. So these are some of my projects that I've built so far. I have used notebook LM to, let me not say to the brain, but I have so many projects that I've worked on personally on notebook LM. Okay, so what we would do, okay, what we'll do now, okay, what we would do now, all right, is we are going to create, fantastic. So I can't see the notebook LM. Can you see the notebook LM now? Can we see the notebook LM now? Okay, fantastic. So the button that says create new on the top right, the button that says, if you can't see my screen, it's from your end, or because people are saying yes, so it can't be only you. Okay, so check your network, check everything checkable, okay, and ensure that whatever happens, you can see my screen. So you want to click on this button that says create new, create new. So I'm going to click on create new, and then it's going to ask me, what do you want to create? Okay, it's going to ask me, what do you want to create? So let's click on create new and wait for it to load. Okay, so it is loading, it is loading. All right, it is loading, it is loading. Okay, it is loading. All right, can we see what we have here? Can you see what we have here? Can you see what we have here? So this is the actual environment for notebook LM. You can create so many things, and you can use so many things as your source. Okay, so but let's get into it now. If I want to get a topic, or if I want to search the web for information, okay, I can use notebook LM. Okay, and then convert all my search results to a slide. So let's say somebody told me, oh, go and do a research on something. I can go and do that research and convert all the information that I get to a slide that I can send to them. And I can do this in minutes. But what do we want to use it for? So we want to create, okay, a story. All right. We want to create a story, okay, about we want to create a story about how Nigeria got independence, but we want to make it for children. Don't you think that is a bit difficult if you want to do it on your own? We want to tell a story about how did Nigeria get independence, but we want to tell it to a 5-year-old. We want to make it interesting to a 5-year-old, such that when you start the story, the 5-year-old does not want to leave that place until you are done with the story. Are you ready for this challenge? Are you ready for this challenge? Are you ready? Because it's going to be easier than what you think. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to first search the web for how did Nigeria, how Nigeria got independence, how Nigeria got independence, how Nigeria got independence, how Nigeria got independence. And then I'm going to click on that. Now, Notebook LM will research the web. It would research the internet to look for sources. Okay, it will search the internet to look for sources. And when it is done, it's going to tell me, oh, it found 7 sources that talked about, it found 7, 3 plus 7, that's 10 sources that talks about the independence of Nigeria, how Nigeria got independence. And I'll say import. So it's going to import those sources into Notebook LM. Now I'm going to wait. It is importing them. Of course, I'm not going to take you through each of the sources. Okay, but this is something I can do with Notebook LM. So let me show you this. This is something I can do in Notebook LM. I can decide that, okay, I want to chat with the sources and say, okay, tell me what's going on. And it tell me everything about the sources. But you can see that it has summarized it here. Okay, it has summarized it here. These sources provide a biographical and historical look at prominent figures and institutions that shaped Nigeria's journey towards national sovereignty. Okay, so but what I want is this. Can you see this slide here? Can you see slide? Guys, this is where you need to concentrate. Okay, if you came late, fill out the attendance form. The link is in the chat. You can't afford to miss this. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like I said, it's going to get saturated fast. A lot of people are getting to know about this. So you need to get on top of your stuff right now. So can we see slide on the top right here? I'm going to click on that pencil sign beside the slide. And I'm going to now type exactly what I want Notebook LM to do with Nigerian independence story. Are you with me? First, it saved me time. I didn't have to surf the internet to look for Nigerian independence stuff. It did it for me. And I have imported it into Notebook LM. Now I will say something like, so I'm going to say something here. I'm going to say, create a captivating, visually engaging children storybook of the Nigerian, or of how Nigeria got independence. Okay, of how Nigeria got independence, comma, make it, no, I'll put full stop. Okay, I'll say make it interesting. Okay, interesting. Okay, make it so interesting that a 5-year-old wants to stay from beginning till the end of the story. Okay, are we together? So that's the prompt I'm gonna type. Okay, I'll put it in the chat, so in case you're working beside me now, if you're working with me currently now, so you can also do that. Are you with me, guys? Are you with me? So I'll put the prompt in the chat. Create a captivating story. Okay, all right, so I've put it in the chat. All I need to do is to hit generate. I'll just click on generate and it will start generating the slide for me. Can you see here? It is generating the slide deck for me. Okay, it is generating a children's storybook for me. Now, if you want to come up with a children's storybook, ideally it will take you months. It's going to take you months and months of brainstorming and all of that. But here, Notebook LM is just going, I just need to wait a couple of minutes and Notebook LM will create the slide for me. And when it's done, I'll come and show you what it has created. I'll come and show you what it has created. It's going to spend maybe like 2, 3, 4 minutes, ridiculously 5 minutes, and then we would have our slide ready for our 5-year-old. Okay, are we together? Are we together? I need to see and know that we're together. Are we still together? So, and these are things you can monetize. Okay, you can monetize these skills. So now, while that is going on, okay, all right, while that is going on, okay, I can also decide to create an app. I can decide to create an app using Lovable, okay, or Base 44, anyone. Lovable. Let's try Lovable. 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 This is a different AI app. Okay, it's an AI website that helps us build apps. You can build apps, you can build websites by just chatting with AI. So if you know how to chat very well, then you'll be able to do this as well. You don't need any coding background, no coding background, okay? And you'll be able to do this on your own with the right set of guidance. So, okay, so I'm going to open up Lovable, okay? And then I'll be using Style to be checking the Notebook LM. Okay, I'll be checking my Notebook LM, okay, with Style. I'll be using Style to check, okay, are you done yet? Are you not done yet? Okay, so that I can see exactly what is going on in there. Okay, again, if you are just joining us, just accept that you've come late. But one thing you can do for yourself is fill out the attendance form. It's in the chat box. Janet just posted the link. Fill the attendance form out. Click on the link, fill out the attendance form so you can get the recording of this session, my slides, and any other resources that we are going to either generate or use or me present in this session. Okay, it is not something you want to miss out on. So Lovable is taking time to load. Okay, so I'm just going to have patience for Lovable. Okay, let's see if it loads in time, then we can make use of it. Okay, but meanwhile, as they are all, you can see my children's storybook is in the making. It is getting generated. Can you see that? It is getting generated. Okay, so we would wait for it to complete generation. But while we are waiting, let us talk a little bit more about getting into tech, maybe for a couple of minutes, and then we can come back and now see our storybook. Okay, we can come back and now see our storybook. Now, this was where we were, and we're currently building something exciting. We're just waiting for Lovable to load and for Notebook LM to finish creating my slides, okay, for the storybook. But all these things always seem as if you can't do it. This thing is bigger than me. Are you sure this thing is for me? That's what most people think. And as you are still thinking, another person who is not as good as you, who is not better than you, is using the same thing to rake in revenue for themselves. Someone else who maybe even senior the person in terms of jobs that you are doing currently, okay? But this person just gets their head down and does what they need to do, but while you are still contemplating. So it looks as if it's impossible until you actually get it done. So these three people, let me share their story with you. Okay, Olusegun, this guy worked in a healthcare firm before. He used to work in a healthcare firm. He joined our program, and he said when he got the job, he said that if I was told that I will be able to build something like this, I would say it's a lie. Because he knew that before you can build something that organizations can use, you have to be one top-notch coder. Okay, you have to be one top-notch coder like that. But these days, you don't really have to be. You don't have to be a coder. You don't have to even learn code, not talk of writing code. Okay, he moved from healthcare to AI automation engineering. Ikmat, I was the one who prepared Ikmat ahead of our own job interview. She moved from being a stay-at-home mom. Listen, for those of you giving yourself an excuse, it's not for me, it's not. Stay-at-home mom has done this. So is it now you that will not be able to do it? You need to answer that question. The same thing with Ibiso Jacobs. These are people that were you a few months ago, and they were able to pass through this and actually transition into getting their first tech job. Okay, now before we go into this, let me quickly check Notebook LM once again. Let's check Notebook LM. Let's see if my slide is ready. Okay, so my slide is not yet ready. It is still generating. Let's give it a minute. Okay, let's give it a minute. Let's give it a minute so that it can, you can see generating slide deck. So what it's actually doing now is it is generating the child storybook. It is thinking about those things that I say you should do, and it is going through all these sources that talk about Nigeria independence, and based on all of those sources, it is creating a children's storybook for me. It is creating a children's storybook for me. How amazing. So once it's done creating it, we'll look at it together and we'll see how fascinating and fantastic it is. And then I want you to start looking at how you can monetize it, okay, which we'll get into in a little bit. So let's continue while we wait for it to, come up. Now, in 2025, the World Economic Forum, a lot of employers were gathered. Okay, and if you don't know what the World Economic Forum is, it's everybody knows what the World Economic Forum is. Okay, so if you don't know what it is, it's a forum that holds every 2-3 years, and it consists of very powerful individuals across the globe. So they meet and discuss some certain issues. Okay, and in here, employers were gathered and asked the question: if you want to hire somebody today, and this was 2025, what skills are you looking at, regardless of the position of that person? What skills are you looking at from that person? And then data and AI ranked 11th position in 2025. Now, within 2025 and now, that same question was asked, and guess what? Data and AI is now number one, and not just number one, it is number one by a huge margin. It is number one by a huge margin. So what this is saying is that it can't go wrong for you if you know how to use AI. Are you with me? It cannot go wrong for you if you know how to use AI. So data and AI now are number one when it comes to the skills employers are looking for in an employee. So it can't go wrong for you. And this is going to remain the same between 2025 and 2030. Okay? It is definitely going to get saturated within, just give 6 months. 6 more months, and this is highly saturated. Okay? So you want to get in now so that you can start your journey, so that you can get meaningful results on time. Okay? Now, on top of this, if you are in, somebody said my own slides are ready. Fantastic. You see, somebody said my own slides are ready. Fantastic one. Well done. Okay. And look, if you are creating your own slide, I want you to post it on LinkedIn and tag me and tag Tenalytics Business. Tag me, tag Tenalytics Business. I want to see what you built. Okay. I want to see what you built, but I will still show you what I've gotten. Okay. I'm just, allowing it to create. Now, let me let you in on this secret, and then we'll check our Notebook LM again to see whether our slides are ready. Now, if you are a Nigerian, or you are in Nigeria, or you are in Africa, then there is something you need to know. You see, recruiters abroad are no longer just focusing on their own local talent. Okay, they are now also looking at talents in Africa that can deliver the same kind of skills. And for that reason, they are coming to, not coming physically, but they are looking at talents that project themselves online from Nigeria to hire them. Why? That's the question. Why? One major reason is this. They've seen that these guys can deliver on this same thing at the same level. Okay? But we don't need to pay them as high as those that are based in America. Okay, where should I put the attendance? It's in the chat. Click on the link. Janet posted it. Click on the link in the chat, and let us have your attendance so that you can get the necessary information. Okay, so for those asking. So that's the attendance now in the chat. Janet just posted it. Ensure to fill it out. So as we're saying, they can, so the typical tech talents would get paid. That's tech talents in North America, for example, can get paid somewhere around 90,000 US dollars per year. While those in Africa, if you are especially if you are residing in Africa, not because you're an African, if you reside in Africa or Nigeria, they can cut that cost down to around 30,000, sometimes even as low as 20,000 US dollars per year. Now, if you are in Nigeria and you spend Naira, I want you to convert that to Naira and divide it by 12. How much would you be earning per month if you earn 20,000 US dollars per year? 20,000 US dollars per year. Now, while you are doing that mathematics, I will check my notebook LM again. While you are doing that mathematics, I'll check my notebook LM again. And guess what? My slide is ready. It was ready 1 minute ago. Okay, can you see my slide? My slide is ready. Now I'm going to show you this slide, but I need to see and feel your excitement. I need to feel your excitement. So show me a sign. Okay, show me a sign that you need, you are excited and want to see what we've created. Fantastic. So I'm gonna click on this. So let's see. Let's expand the view. So let's wait for it to load. So we're gonna see our children's story book. Okay, I can feel the excitement. So let's see what it has created. Nigeria independence in form of a children story book. Okay, in form of a children story book. How fantastic is this? And I'll send you this slide. Okay, I'm going to send you this slide as part of the resources. So if you've already filled out the attendance form, lucky you. If you've not filled out the attendance form yet, then the question is, why haven't you filled it yet? Click on the link in the chat, fill it out, or copy the link, fill it out so that we can enjoy the benefit of all the material. So you get my slide, you get the recording of this session, you get this slide that we just generated, you get the link to the recording, you get everything that you need. Okay, you get everything that you need to recreate this from the ground up, especially if you are here and you missed out on why and how we created this rather. Okay, so can we see my screen? Okay, so the slide is loading up so that I can show you. It is loading up, as you can see. I think okay, so it's loading up, so let's just be patient a little bit. Okay, I am itchy and super excited to show you this. All right. Okay, so it is loading little by little. Okay, the magic of October 1st, how Nigeria found its voice. Okay, and look at how it has used cloud to design this. So this is fantastic. Okay, and if you look on the right hand side of my screen here, you see a snippet of what all the other pages look like. Okay, it's taking quite a bit to load. Let me see if I can do this as well. Let me download it as a PDF. Let me see if that works. Okay, while it is loading, let me just download it as a PDF and see if I can open it locally. Okay, so how Nigeria found its voice, and it's telling a story of how Nigeria, got independence. And this is meant to be, it is meant to, be captivating to a 5-year-old. Okay, it's meant to be captivating to a 5-year-old. So let's just give it a moment to load. So while it is loading, okay, while it is loading, you can see it, guys. Can we see my screen? Can we see a snippet of it? Can you see my screen, guys? Okay, so it is loading up. Okay, so while that is loading, who helped me to calculate how much you'll be earning per year? We had a discussion ongoing. So who helped me with that? Who helped me with that? How much will you be earning per year per month? Somebody said not seeing my screen, so it's likely going to be a network. Okay, so please check your network if you can see my screen, or join back the call. Okay, somebody said 27.6 million. So divide that by 12. Divide that by 12. How much you'll be earning monthly? I think that's about 2 million thereabout, right? 2 million naira monthly. Okay. Are you sure you did the correct calculation? Was it 20,000 US dollars you used? Are you sure you used 20,000? It was 20,000 I said, not even 30,000. Okay. So 20,000, use 20,000 US dollars. Is it up to 28 million? What rate are you using? What dollar rate are you using? So ensure you are using the correct thing because um all right. So I used 1 4. Okay, fantastic. 1 4. That's good. All right. So no problem then. So it is you can see that what you will be earning on a monthly basis easily puts you in the top 1% of the top 1% in Nigeria. You basically be balling, okay, without saying any other thing. You are basically balling. So while that is loading, let's just keep educating ourselves, okay? While the slides are loading, let's keep educating ourselves. Or let me check the down. Okay, the download is still in progress. Okay, all right. So all of this is still showing that AI, AI, all of this is showing that AI is AI is leading when it comes to AI is leading when it comes to value creation right now, and you need to get into AI as quickly as possible. Like I said, before you do it, give it between this time last year, AI was still coming up. Not that AI is new, but AI was only accessible to people who know how to write code. You can only create value with AI if you can code. But now you don't need any coding background before you can use AI. Okay, so let me know if you can hear me. Just let me know if you can hear me. All right, hello guys. Can we hear me? Can you hear me? Fantastic, fantastic one. Fantastic one. Okay, yeah, welcome, welcome. So, all right, so I'll be back very soon now once again, okay, on my laptop, and then I can share my screen again and we can continue, okay? And then we can continue. Okay, so all right, so I believe you can hear me now. I believe you can hear me now. I believe that you can hear me now. All right, sorry about that break. Okay, sorry about that break. So we will get into it right now, and you get to see exactly what it is. So I'm going to share my screen once again. Okay, and we can continue as it was before. Okay, so let me share my screen once again, and then we can continue. All right, so let me know once you can see my screen. My screen should come up anytime now. Again, ensure to fill out the attendance form if you haven't already. All right, so let me know. Can we see my screen? Brilliant. Yes, okay, brilliant one. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, brilliant. Great. So ensure to fill out the attendance form. So let's quickly check. Let me check the okay, can we see what I have, guys? Can we see what I have? Where is the excitement? Where is the excitement? Can you see the notebook LM? Okay, infinity window. All right. Um, let me see. Can you see what I have on my screen? Please confirm. Can we see? What can you see on my screen? Type what you can see on my screen. Let me see. Let me know that you are seeing what I am seeing because I don't understand. Some people are saying they are seeing infinity window. Infinity. Since when did I join the Avengers? Am I Spider-Man? Do I look like Spider-Man? All right. You guys are laughing. Okay. So the first slide, fantastic. It says the magic of October 1st, how Nigeria found its voice. Can you spot the green and white flags? So students, I say students, children are already glued once they see this. So let's go to the next page. The next page says, once upon a time, there was a giant, beautiful house called Nigeria. Okay, many wonderful families lived inside, like the Hausa, the Yoruba, the Igbo, and many more. Okay, they all had different languages, but they shared the same big yard. They shared the same big yard. Can we see that? They shared the same big yard. Okay, let's go. He said, but one day, some guests from far away arrived. They decided they wanted to be the bosses of the big house. They started making up all the rules without asking the families who already lived there. So who are these referring to now? The colonial masters, correct? The colonial masters, correct? So you can see It is easy for a 5-year-old to understand something like this without twisting it. So let's move to the next slide and see what the next slide says. Okay, so it says the bossy guests took the best food, the best toys, they made unfair rules and wouldn't let anyone else have a turn to speak. The families in the house felt very sad. Okay, so can you make a sad face? Can you see? Can you make a very sad face? So they were trying to make a sad face. So they are glued to the story from the onset. Then he said that the families wanted their house back, but they promised not to fight with their fists. Instead, they decided they decided to use a secret superpower. They were going to use their words. They were going to use their words. I hope you can see my screen still. I hope you can see my screen still. So it said the families wanted their house back, okay, but they promised not to fight with their fists. Instead, they decided to use a secret superpower. They were going to use their words. So they were ready to use their words. Guys, the next slide now, I'm not going to say anything. Who does this person look like? The next slide you see on your screen. Just tell me who this person look. Who is this person? Okay, let me see if you really even know the history of Nigeria. Who does this person look like? Don't worry, my next slide will come up now if you can't see it already. Who is this person? Nnamdi Azikiwe. Okay, it seems you can see my screen already. All right. So what did Nnamdi Azikiwe do? He said, meet hero number one, Zik. Zik had a magic pen. He wrote a special newspaper called the Western African Pilot. His words flew across the country to tell everyone, show the light, and we'll find the way to be free. So this is Nnamdi Azikiwe. So, and it doesn't stop there. He said, meet hero number two, Anthony. Okay, Anthony. Anthony was very young. Okay, Anthony was very young, but he had the bravest, loudest voice. He stood right up in front of the bossy guests and shouted. Okay, I didn't even know this side of Zik. All right, you can see some of us didn't even know that as Nnamdi Azikiwe wrote a newspaper. Do you understand? So I'm not going to bore you with the entire story. We are not kids, okay? But I will send this slide with my own slide with all the resources, including the recording, to your email. If you fill the attendance form, and you can go through it. So imagine how many fantastic stories you can come up with that have never been that have never been fabricated before. Something that you can do and then monetize. Okay, and this is just one of the tools. There are still more. There's Leonardo AI. There is Midjourney. There is Midjourney. There are so many other tools that you can use. Okay, there are so many other tools that you can use. All right, especially when you are learning this fully fledged. Okay, you will be learning many other tools. So now let's go back to my slide so that I can show you how do you position yourself, because it is one thing to be skilled. It is another thing to position yourself. Okay, so coming back to my slides now. All right, coming back to my slides now. AI is driving technological advancement. How do we know? The World Economic Forum Future of Jobs is telling us that employers were asked, oh, what do you think would drive businesses between the year 2025 and 2030? And their answer was AI and information technology. And it is happening now already. Okay, it is happening now already. All right, it is happening now already. Okay, if you have not filled the attendance form, if you haven't filled the attendance form, you are wrong. Okay, if you have filled, fantastic, clap for yourself. If you have filled it, clap for yourself. Okay, if you have filled it, clap for yourself. Fantastic. So only those who have filled it will get these resources. So if you haven't filled it yet, ensure to fill it out now. Okay, ensure to fill it out now. So let's continue. Okay, now all of these charts that I'm showing you is just showing that look, AI is leading now. Okay, AI is leading now, and the best thing you can do for yourself, especially if you are among the people who said, look, I'm tired of where I am now, I want to look for a new opportunity. There's not been any other opportunity like AI that has come like this before. Why am I saying this? Because you don't have to learn coding before. I mean, there were opportunities before. You could decide you want to become a software engineer, but guess what? It's going to take you at least 2 years if you are very diligent. 2 years. But now, within weeks, within a matter of weeks, you can perfect a skill and start solving business problems. And so many people don't even know about it. When you hear AI automation, it's likely coding, and that's how you miss out. But now you've seen, we created something fantastic without having to even write any code. And these are all showing us that look, AI jobs are growing. So, and that brings us to 6 career paths that I would show you now that you can get into with AI. Are you ready? I'll show you 6 career paths you can choose from. I'll tell you about each of the 6. Okay, you would then pick which one you want to go for, and then from there we would go into you positioning yourself in the real world for these opportunities. Are you ready? So within the next 15-20 minutes we will be done, and then I'll take questions. Okay, I'll take questions. So the 6 career paths you can go into are these. Okay, you have AI software and website development. Okay, AI software and website development. Then you have AI content and video creation. AI content and video creation. Then number 3, you have AI automation engineering. Okay, AI automation engineering. And then you have generative AI for data analytics. And then you have AI for project management and business analysis. And then finally, AI for HR analytics. Now, I'll take it one after the other. Okay, I'll take it one after the other. But can you see the 6 skills on my screen? Can you see the 6 skills on my screen? Can you see the 6 skills on my screen? Can you see the 6 skills on my screen? All right, fantastic. So let's start with AI for software and website development. Now, if you've ever dreamt of creating apps using AI, then this is for you. Okay? If you ever dreamt of creating apps, okay, you can go into AI software and website development. Now, what is this for? You can create mobile apps and websites without having to write codes. The code will be written, but not by you. AI will do the code and you do the ideation. So you give AI the idea, and AI will turn that idea to code and give you the app to test. If it fits what you want, then you can now move it to the next stage of how you can now put this up on the internet so people can visit your website, or how you can put it up on Google Play, and so on and so forth. Okay, are we together, guys? Are we together? So if you're here and you are into software development, or you have thought of getting into software development, but you didn't really like the idea of learning how to code, like me, I don't like coding as well. Okay, so this is for you. Now, number 2 is AI content and video creation. Okay, AI content and video creation. The attendance is a link in the chat. Okay, so click on the link and fill it out so that you can get the resources. If you're having issues with filling out the attendance form, then reach out to my team member. Reach out to my team member. The information will be in the chat reach out to my team member and you will be fine. Okay. Somebody's asking, are there free versions? I said so. It is free to use. You can actually use it for free. Okay. Who is that asking? Shima. Shima, didn't you see other people saying that they have built their own? Didn't you see other people say they've built theirs? I think I saw two people who built theirs, who said they built theirs. So if you built yours as well, please indicate again. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you built yours. So people have built theirs, and you're asking if it's free. So that is how that is how Lovable is also free, okay? Except if you are the one that clicked on making payment. All right, Lovable is actually free, okay? I can give you a resource, a free resource for that, okay? If you fill out the attendance form, I'll add an extra project to what I'll send you. So if you fill the attendance form, this is what you get. You get the you said, what did they build? You came late. You definitely came late. If you're asking what we built in this session, you definitely came late to the session. Okay, so you don't even need to download any app. Somebody said I just download. You don't need to download. Did you download any app today? You don't need to download any app. Okay, you don't need to download any app. All right. So you don't need to download any app. All you need is to follow the recording. Okay, is to follow the recording. So if you came late, ensure to fill out the attendance form so that I can get all the resources. Because now I have also promised you another extra resource with Lovable. You see how to use it for free. Okay, I'll show you how to build an app from the ground up. You build it for free by yourself. But let's talk about AI content creation, shall we? Okay, because of time. Now, AI video content creation, if you've seen all these AI generated videos before, this is an example of what you're going to be building here. And how do you monetize it? You either build your own, I'll take questions at the end of the session, okay? So you either build your own YouTube page, your faceless YouTube page, okay? Or you can work for brands and build advertisement resources for them. Okay, that is how you can monetize AI video content creation. So instead of holding cameras, you are creating AI generated videos, okay, and you are using that to create an audience. Number 3 is AI automation engineering. Now, with AI automation engineering, it is basically you automating repetitive tasks. If you go into any organization now, they have repetitive tasks that they do. It's either responding to emails in the morning, first thing in the morning, or responding to customer feedback. Okay, these are the activities that are done on a daily basis, on an hourly basis. Okay, you are chatting with customers, responding to their inquiries, responding to queries. You can actually delegate that task to an AI. And an AI respond the same would have responded. And this is possible because you can create what we call AI agents. And to create an AI agent, you don't need to write any code. No code. It is amazing because 2026 is a game changer when it comes to upgrading. A lot of things are happening around the world now. Okay, even in the ongoing war that is pretty much affecting the whole economy, there is still talk about using AI. How many of you are following the news? There is talk about AI, the same AI we are talking about. So we have moved into a time where you can't ignore AI. If you ignore AI, it's at your own expense. Okay? At some point, it's going to be mandatory. So do you want somebody to come force you into using AI as a requirement for your job when virtually everybody already knows how to use AI and you're part of the last set of people getting into it, or you want to get into it now. So these are the career paths you should be looking at. Then you have generative AI for data analytics. Now, this is where you use AI to analyze data. Like I said, we've gotten into that time where you just upload your data into the AI and you chat with your data. You chat with your data set, and it's going to turn it into a fully fledged report that you can take directly to your CEO. But you still need to speak the correct language. You need to communicate to the AI. Okay, you need to learn the basics of data analytics, and this is exactly what will give you in that particular career path. Okay, and then you have AI for project management and business analysis. Now, if you've ever considered project management or you've done project management before, if you are here and you have a PNP and you're thinking, this PNP, I just did it back then, it was irrelevant to me. If you want to make that relevant now, then you should go for AI for business analysis and project management. What I will do for you is it's going to make you modern. You're no longer going to be doing things like the olden days project managers and business analysts. You're going to be using AI tools like Jira AI, Trello AI, Asana AI, Notion AI, and so many more to supercharge your career. Okay, to supercharge your career. So then finally you have AI for HR analytics. Now the AI for HR analytics is very similar to the generative AI for data analytics in terms of the tools and technologies that you use. The difference is AI in HR analytics, you focus more on you focus more on using AI in the HR space. You focus more on HR data, while in data analytics, you focus on a wider range of scenarios. Okay, but in AI for HR analytics, you focus on HR data. Now, I know you've picked something, maybe you've picked something earlier and now you want to change it. Just note that down, because what we do here at Analytics Business is this. We know that even after you've learned something, you still need to be able to get a job, right? There are two different things. Learning it does not give you a job. Just learning it alone does not give you a job. How do you position yourself in the market? How do you sell yourself in the market? And that's why we created what we call the employability package, which is what you're seeing on the screen now. So the employability package really walks you through how to get into the job market right now. And it starts with the CV review and revamp. Look at number one right here, CV review and revamp. Now, your CV goes into any organization before you, and which means it has to represent you adequately. So for that to happen, it means that you need a CV template, which we'll give you a CV template and also show you how to work with it regarding any job you are applying to. Okay, regarding any job you're applying to. And then you get the right tactic to apply to jobs. Then you also have LinkedIn optimization. I want you to go to LinkedIn and search my name. Okay, you can see my name below my video. Search my name, Mohammed Suleiman. Okay, and see what I've been doing on LinkedIn. In fact, my latest post on LinkedIn is about an app that I built using my phone, and I did it in under 20 minutes with just my phone. Imagine building an app with just your phone. That has never been possible. So when we are saying that this is a space that is fast going to be saturated, you need to act fast as well. Okay, you need to act fast as well. So your LinkedIn profile should literally look like my own. Okay, your LinkedIn profile should literally look like mine. So that is the second thing you get. Then you would also get navigating the job market. Number 3, navigating the job market. Now, there are several platforms where you can apply to jobs. How do you know which one to apply to? How do you even know how to apply to jobs on that platform? So we get to show you these things in here. Then number 4, which is one of the most interesting offerings we have, is interview preparation. Again, do not forget to fill out the attendance form if you haven't already. Copy the link, click on the link, just do something. Ensure to fill out the attendance form if you haven't already. So if you haven't already, do well to fill out the attendance form. Okay, do well to fill out the attendance form. So interview preparation means when you get an interview, we would prepare you ahead of that interview for 2 reasons. Number 1, so it can boost your confidence, and number 2, so you can have an advantage over others that are also hiring or interviewing for the role. Number 5, you have job reference letters. We allow you to use Tenalytics Business as your current or previous experience on your CV and on your LinkedIn. Now, when you do that, it means that you can now come and request a job reference letter from us, and we'll write a very compelling job reference letter for you so that you can seal the deal. Then you have on-the-job support, even after you have gotten a job. We still make ourselves available to you to contact in case you need any help, because we know that it is possible that you need one little bit of help, especially on a new job. So we ensure that we still make ourselves available for such a help, okay, to you. Then we also have mentorship. This happens during the program. For the 8 weeks of the program, you would go through mentorship, where we'll do so many activities, from learning how to negotiate a salary in an interview, to how to introduce yourself, to how to overcome imposter syndrome. You know, you want to be that person who is mentored by professionals. So we will do that for you. And then you have Upwork optimization. And if you're here, you're looking for remote jobs, you want to do especially flexible remote jobs. When I say flexible, you have an amount of number of hours you should work per day, but you decide when in the day you work. Okay, so if you want that kind of opportunity, then this is for you. Okay, so this comes along with any of the programs that you choose. Okay, it comes along with any of the programs that you choose. And speaking about the program, it's a 2-month program. Okay, 2 months or 8 weeks, depending on how you're looking at it. 100% online. Your classes are mainly during the weekends. Okay, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays, and then 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Sundays. And then during the week, we meet with you, but not practical classes like the weekends. Okay, just to check up on you, how you're doing, what's going on, do you have any questions, and all of that. These are the things we go through in that session. Okay, Tuesdays 9 to 10 p.m. we call it support session, just to ask you, check on you and all of that. How you doing? Do you have any questions as per what we've done so far? And then Thursday evenings, you have mentorship 9 to 10 p.m. You know, you go through all those fantastic topics that I mentioned earlier. Now, when all is said and done, you get a certificate that is worth 10 in the market. Why? Because our program is accredited by the American Council of Training and Development. And what this means is that on your certificate, it would show. You get the ACTD badging, and that means anywhere you go in the world, your certificate holds ground, okay? And it can be a reason why they hire you, okay? But it is also important that you have your portfolio, which by default you would get passing through the program. So a portfolio of projects, because you're going to be working on projects during the program, and this is a complement to it. So you would have the ACTD badging on your certificate, okay? The American Council of Training and Development. These are some remote job boards where you can apply to job. The list is long. I've included everything in the slide. Okay, there are even more, all right, that are not in the slide. For example, Crossover is not here, Micro1.ai is not here, some others are not here as well. So ensure to fill out the attendance form. So when you get the slide, you can, visit all these websites and see the opportunities that are there. This is Pavel, a teacher. From teaching to what? Tech professional. What did he do? He learned, he packaged, and he applied to job. Same thing with Bukola. What did she do? Learn, package, apply. These guys don't have two heads. They do not have two heads. Okay, they are like you. Okay, moved from a non-tech role to a tech role in under few months. Anna did the same thing. She currently works remotely for a company in Germany. Judith, same thing, from a carer to a tech professional. Now, with all the things that we said, with the saturation that is imminent in the AI opportunity that have just opened up, are you going to let this one slip? So I need you to answer this question as well. The way we answered the first question at the beginning, for those of us who were here at the beginning, remember the question you answered. Now answer this one. Will you let this one slip for any reason again? Will you let this slip? Will you let this slip? Would you make any excuses to let this one slip? Well, guess what? If your answer is no, okay, if your answer is no, then we can now have a realistic conversation. All right, but for no reason should you let this slip, because you can start this weekend. Saturday, you can start. Okay, you can start. So let me know if you can start this weekend, because there are only limited slots available. Highly limited. Only limited slots available, and you can partake in the March 7th cohort coming this weekend. Okay, so you can start on the 7th of March. Today is what? Is it 3rd or 4th? Is today 3rd or 4th? I think 4th. Today is 4th. Yes, today is 4th of March. So in the next 3 days, you can start without any delay. So over the next 2 months, you can now go ahead and become a professional. Now, we have special discounts on ground, okay? But I'm going to start from the initial price, because not everybody will benefit from the discount. The discount is not going to go around everybody. Okay, coming into the session, I had only 5 slots left. There are only 5 slots remaining for the discount, just 5 that are remaining. Okay, so but we'll start from the normal price, which majority would pay. All right, and then we'll go to the discount slot, and then you can see which one you can quickly grab to be among the top 5 that are going to get the discount. Okay, so the usual price without any discount for the program is 250,000 naira. No discount, 250k. But if you want to take part in one of the 5 discount spots tonight, you have 3 options. Listen very carefully. 3 discount options. Number 1, 150k, and you can split it into 3 installments of 50,000 naira. 150k, you can split it into 3 parts. Okay, that means that's giving you 100k off already. Now, option number 2 is 140,000, even more discount if you are going for the 2 installment package, 70,000 naira first, and then 70,000 naira in April. Okay, now if you are going for the 1 installment package, you can make a one-time payment of 120k, start March 7th, and you are good to go. All right, and you can either make a bank transfer to our Kuda bank account 3002668546, 3002668546. Okay, and then, or you can make payment online via our website analyticsbusiness.ca. You can make payments online if you want to use card. Okay, and then once you are done, you send me a DM ASAP. Send me a DM ASAP. Okay, 0703 215 8619. You send me a DM so that I can confirm you are part of the first 5 and you got the discount. Okay. And I'll tell you the next steps to go from there. So send me a DM immediately once you have secured your spot tonight. See 0703 215 8619. Okay, 0703 215 8619. The Kuda Bank account is 3002 668 546. Only 5 people are going to get this opportunity from this session. Only 5 people. Okay, only 5 people. The class is already upon us. It's starting this weekend, and you can get you know, you can go for the 3 installments. If you have 50K, you can secure a spot for 50,000 naira. Okay, who is that person? Tunji. So you can go for the 3 installments. Why aren't you going for the 3 installments? Why aren't you going for the 3 installments? Okay. And when you say affordable, is it, I mean, when you say affordable, what do you mean affordable? Okay, you can unmute your mic, Tunji, and speak. Okay, so let me take questions now. Let me see if I can. So like 50K. Do you think this program is what less than what it is being offered? Okay. Do you think it is worth less? What's the, I mean, why do you think it's 50? It should be 50K. All right. Why do you think it should be 50K? I mean, is it value that you see? You don't see you getting value from this, or what? Let me know what the issue is. Okay. Okay. Because if it's worth less, I'll just say then you leave it for others to do. Okay. But if you say it's worth it, then let's talk more about your current situation. All right. How I can help. Okay. Because something that can turn into, let me give you a backstory of myself and how I got into tech. Okay. So I was speaking with one of my mentors back then. He said, what was I doing? Back then I was doing I was working with, I don't know, for those of you in Lagos, you may have heard of Automedics. Okay, those of you in Lagos, if you've ever heard of Automedics, I was with Automedics at the time. Okay. Then I was one of the interns learning how to fix cars, basically a mechanic. Okay. And I had never tried getting into tech in the right way until I met my mentor and he said, try this, do this. And that was how I got into tech. Okay. And I invested a whole lot back then. A whole lot back then. You don't want me to mention the investment. Okay. So at the end of the day, here I am. Okay. I work as a data analyst, a data scientist, and also an AI specialist. All right. And now it is offered to you on a platter of gold at a time where anybody who can get into, anybody who can communicate, as if you can understand what I'm saying right now, you can get into any of the 6 career paths. Okay. So if it's an issue of value, you're definitely going to get value. Okay. So if it's something else, then let's talk it out. All right. I feel like not everyone. Exactly. That's what I said. So not everyone is going to be able to afford it. Okay. Not everyone is going to be able to afford it. But if this, I mean, a lot of us, you know, the irony of this, the same set of people that are saying, we say, oh, it's not affordable, this and that. How much did you pay for school fees? One accumulate all the fees you paid for school fee. Okay, right from your primary days down to your university days. In fact, take only your university days. And then once you've done that, I want you to also see something that you can learn and it can translate into income for you. How much more sacrificing for something like that? Let's even assume you went to school for free. the university you went to the university for free, or your schooling was all on scholarship. Guess what? You spent time, years that you cannot recover back. How much more investing in yourself for something like this? Okay, so if you want to speak, let me see if I can give you the option to speak so that we can have people actually speak to me, okay, before we call it a night. If you see a DM, congratulations. Okay, congratulations on securing your spot. If you sent me a DM, congratulations on securing your spot. The slots are going very, very fast. Okay, by my calculations, I think there are only 2 slots that are left now. So if you haven't secured your spot, let me know the reason why. Okay, let me know the reason why. If you've secured a spot, send me a DM 0703-215-8619. Okay, 0703-215-8619. So you want to speak to me, first thing you need to do is raise your hand. Click on the raise hand icon and raise your hand. If you are using your phone, you click on the 3 dots close to the red button and then use the raise hand icon. And I'll call you in the order in which you raise your hand. I'll call you in the order in which you raise your hand. So let me see. Please do not speak unless I call you. Please do not speak unless I call you. So I'll start from the first person, that is Basilicon Professional Institute. So you want to speak to me, Basilicon? You want to unmute and speak to me? Okay, so move to the next person very quickly because we don't have any much time to waste. Benita, do you want to ask a question, say something? Go ahead. Who is speaking? Benita, your hand is up. You want to speak? Hi, Benita, you want to speak?
All right. Good evening.
Okay, good evening.
I wanted to ask. My network was bad for a moment. I wanted to ask what the AI for data analytics is about, and this BA and PM.
Okay, so AI for data analytics is, do you know who a data analyst is to start with?
Not really. I just have like a vague idea.
Okay, do you want to tell me what you know so we can start from there? Just a little bit, not really details. Just what do you think,
I don't
or what
even
do
know
you
much
know?
about it, though. I think a data analyst is someone that analyzes data. I don't know. I don't
I
really
like
know
I
what
like
it
the
is.
I like your definition. You people, your
Please,
type of person,
no
are the ones
vex.
that when a teacher sees your exam sheet, like they can't fail you because I mean you answered it. So let me help you.
Oh,
Okay.
Lord. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So a data analyst is that person that goes into an organization, and then if you've seen anybody doing a serious business, they usually keep records of how many they sold today, how many they sold yesterday, and so on. And over the years, they would have had a long list of data, right? So the data analyst job is to get that data and turn it into a one-page summary of charts. So you'll be seeing bar charts saying, oh, you sold the most last year, July. Okay. Oh, your least amount of sales was in January last year. They can analyze the data, and then if you have so much data, you can now start to see if is there a pattern. Every January, does my sale drop? Why does it drop? Oh, people are paying school fees, people are resuming school, this and that, people have spent money on December, so there's no more. So you start to understand all of that thing because you can now see it in graphical form rather than those long list of numbers. So that is the job of a data analyst. But these days, you can now use AI to analyze data for you. Even in the tools that you use normally as a data analyst, you use Excel and Power BI. You now have AI inside them that can analyze data for you, like Copilot and key influencers. They are inside these tools, and you can use them to analyze your data. So that's AI for data analyst. So are you clear on that now?
Yes.
Okay. Now, for AI for BA and PM, BA and PM means business analysts and project managers. Okay, they are practically same, especially now in 2026. And I'm saying especially now in 2026 because the playing field has been leveled. Now, for a project manager or a business analyst, however you want to call them, okay, it is more of getting into an organization and managing their projects. The project could be creating an app or creating a website, okay, or something very similar. Now, for this to happen, so many things has to happen. For it to be successful, so many things has to happen. For example, you as a project manager, you need to meet with the stakeholders. That's the owners of the business who want to actually sponsor building the app. You want to know their budget. What do they want the app to do? What are the things they want to see in the app? What are the functionalities they want users to be able to use in the app, and so many more things. Your job is now to turn whatever they say into a document called product requirement document. Now that document, you have them sign it, and then the developers who are going to develop the app, you let them see it, and they can start to build. Now when they start to build, your job does not end. You track on a daily basis what's going on. Is there any blocker, and so on. Now it is very manual, highly manual. Okay, so nowadays business analysts and project managers now use AI to ease the work. Okay, apart from automating workflows, you can now use AI to create that product requirement document instead of having to record the meeting before you go. You have so many AI tools within the meeting that you are attending, and even outside of it. So many AI tools. You have Jira AI, Miro AI, Asana AI. So many AI tools that you can now use as a business analyst or project manager and get ahead. So the real question is, do you want to be a business analyst or a data analyst or a project manager? What do you see yourself doing, really?
Okay, I wanted to ask you, Seth, because it's like
Okay.
you have to have like some kind of background in being a business analyst or a project manager or a data analyst for you to now you start talking about like
AI, right?
automation, all these things.
Fantastic. Very good,
I'm
very good
asking,
observation. Yeah,
yeah.
fantastic. It's a very good observation. So while I was talking about this, one thing I mentioned was there are two categories. If you have experience in either of these two, you can go for it to supercharge it. But the way we've designed the curriculum, it is assuming we are dealing with a beginner. Let me show you. So we don't assume that you have experience because I've dealt with people before that say, "Oh, I've done this before," and then I say, "Okay, can you build this?" And they're like, "No, this is not Excel now. No, this is not Excel." And I'm like, "This is Excel. I thought you said you know how to build Excel dashboard." And then we have to start from scratch again. So what we've done is
Mhm.
we assume everybody is a newbie. So we've started from the very foundation. Okay. So the first week is for foundation for all the courses. So what's the foundation you need to build on? What is data? We literally start with what is data, and then you work your way up to becoming a professional. So it really doesn't matter if you've done data analytics before or you are a newbie looking to get into it. You can actually go for it. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, thank you.
It's a pleasure. Okay. So which of them caught your attention the most? AI for data analytics or uh, project management?
I would say both. There are two actually. There's the AI for video content creation because I feel like I can easily use that one to make money. But then there's also the AI for data analytics because that's what I feel like I've always wanted to do. Like when it comes to learning something in AI.
Mm,
So let's say one is
okay.
for
All
fun.
right. Or,
Let's say one is
or
for
do you want to
fun
go,
and
do you
the
want to
other
go
one
for
is for
everything? You have to go.
no, I can't do
You have to go for
everything.
everything.
You
So we'll
asked
not
me.
talk to.
I cannot do
I will
everything.
not
Now,
even
is it
allow
possible for
you.
me to
I'm just pulling.
do?
I'm just
Yeah.
pulling your legs. I will not even allow you if you still want to do everything. So yeah. So you have to choose maybe one or maximum two. Okay, so that you can
Trying to.
scale from there. Yeah. So which do you want to start with? I know you mentioned AI video content creation. Okay, so what I want you to see is this. When you were here, we spoke about some things. It is not the skill that gives you the job alone. So learning one skill alone in itself does not give guarantee you a job. Let me tell you why. So we discussed this when you were having your network. Uh, so you also need this employability package, and it comes standard with any of the career paths that you choose. Okay. So this employability aspect covers CV, LinkedIn, navigating the job market, Upwork, interview prep, job reference letter, job support, weekly mentorship session. If you don't have this, if you like, learn from today and tomorrow, you are not getting a job because you don't even know how
How
to
can I
position
get?
yourself for these jobs.
I'm
Do you
going
understand me?
to.
So these are the things that you need to know. Please, your mic is unmuted. Kindly mute just so that we have some form of decorum. Let me see. Okay, thank you very much. So um, so for you, Benita, are we clear? You know which one you want to go for?
I don't know. I don't know. Can you like suggest to me? I between those two actually. The
Okay,
the AI video thing and then there's data
okay,
analytics. So what do you think I should choose?
all right, great. So let me ask you this question: Do you like social media? Are you a social media person?
Yes, yes, I'll say I am, but I want to use it to yes. Yes, I think I want to use social media to like turn articles that people find hard to read into like videos that they can want to like watch and find it easier to watch because that's how I
Fantastic,
learn too.
great, fantastic. Then by all means, start with AI video content creation. Okay, and then probably after that, you can now, if you want, you can now consider AI for data analytics. This is something that is also part of your interest. Okay, but another thing to keep in mind, like I said, even with the AI video content creation, you still need those employability package. It comes standard with the program, anyways. So it's not as if we separate it. It comes along with the program. So um, it's about. So that's why it's more about what do you see yourself doing now in the short term. So are you available to start March 7th? Then would you be starting March 7th?
Yes, actually, that's why I'm asking all these questions because
Uh,
about what you said about the video content creation thing.
Mhm.
That would have been like my first choice because it's easier for me to like I think
Yeah.
even follow that path. It'll be easier for me. But then
Okay.
also I want something. I want to learn something that I can also implement at work. You know, and this video content creation thing is just something I feel like is going to be more
Awesome.
personal for me. Yes, for my social media and like trying to monetize it or whatever. But for
Mhm.
work, I don't know. Since I'm not like I don't have any background in this data analytics, how
Yeah.
can I
What, what do
use
you
it
do for work?
for?
What do you
I
do for
work
work?
in
Let's start.
an oil servicing company. I'm
Okay.
an
Uh,
engineer
Yeah,
actually.
you're an engineer like me. Is it did you do mechanical engineering? Was it mechanical you did
No, I
or
think we've
electric?
had a conversation before here. No, it's petroleum.
Okay, we had a conversation. Before. Okay. All right. All right, no problem then. So the thing is this, yeah. Um, for you working in the oil company, it's all about looking at what are your needs, okay? What are your needs? Is it data driven? Is it automation you need? You know, because you don't want to learn something and then you're now struggling to look for where you would apply it. Do you understand?
Exactly. Exactly.
So that side needs to be cleared. So do you give reports? Does your job require you to give reports maybe every week or every month, something like that? Does it require that?
I think I would say it's self-imposed because I wasn't required to do that, but I just started
Okay.
doing it to kind of like put
Do
myself ahead. Do you
Mhm.
get? So
Okay.
now it's something
So
that is
so
expected of me.
which means you work, fantastic. So which means you work with Excel like normally, right? Microsoft Excel.
No, they're not like Excel reports. They're like just weekly reports of
Okay.
things that happen in the office and like giving feedback.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back. All right. So if it means that you don't have access to data, what you are doing now, you don't have access to raw data that exists in maybe like an Excel file, that you can now summarize into a report. So
Mm.
yeah. So what I would say you can do is this. Okay, so it's either I would say start with the AI video content creation. At least you know you started. Okay, then we can even talk more, okay, and then we start planning ahead. You help me understand because I think some other people also want to ask questions, so we'll talk more deeply about what you're currently doing, then that will now help us find the second big career path that you can go into. Okay, so I'm guessing that it may either be even AI automation engineering or the AI data analytics, or even AI for project management in and of itself. Okay, so I'll demystify them for you, and then you can now see which one to go for. All right. But if you want to start with AI video content creation, especially because that is personal, you want to use it for personal stuff, which can quickly give you results, then why not? Let's start with that first. Does that sound like a plan that you would like?
Yes, yes. Thank you very much, Mohammed. One last question, please. I wanted to ask, I think I asked in the chat box, but probably you didn't see it. The
Okay.
notebook thing you showed us just this night,
Yeah.
what what package does it fall under under? No, you
Okay.
use that notebook LM to
Yeah.
create the storybook, children's storybook. What's
Yeah.
like category of
So, so
the
it falls
AI?
under. So it falls under pretty much everything. Okay. So because you can use it to create slides. Okay, you can use it to create slides. As a project manager, you can use it. Video content creation, you can use it. Data analyst, you can use it. If you need to create reports or slides, you can use Notebook LM. Okay, so in fact, there are some tools that are not even listed in the program, and some the professionals that we bring on board, they'll just show you. They just show you just the way I showed you this now. They'll show you how to use it, like Gamma AI. You know, they can show you how to use Gamma AI. So it's pretty much based on functionality. Okay, so but if you want to create something like I did, um, you can use it in AI video content creation as well, creating storybooks. I have a bunch of comic books that I've created with Notebook LM. Okay, not just slides, comic books. So it's pretty interesting that we can do all of these things with AI these days. Okay.
Thank you very much, Mohammed.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Okay, so have you already secured your spot? Remember, it's just
Yes, I
five.
did.
Spots.
Yes, I
Okay,
have.
all right, that's fine. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
you've already sent a DM or you haven't yet?
I've made part payment before today even. I
Or to
just need to be sure which
the
one
want?
to like take care.
Okay, all right, no problem then. So that is absolutely fine. Okay, so see you March 7th, and then we get started. All right. So
Thank you.
yeah, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Then favor, hi favor. You're the next person
Hi,
here. Then after favor, yeah, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm very well. Thank you very much. Yeah,
Okay,
you have the
so
floor.
I have some series of questions I would like to ask.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so these offers you listed, does it last till April? Because I saw in your while filling out the attendance form, I saw March
Yeah,
7th, I saw April, so does these offers
yeah.
last for April?
Okay.
That's
So
one.
it does not okay,
Okay,
one.
go
Do
ahead.
you want to ask questions or I should answer one after
Go
the
ahead.
other?
Answer this
Okay.
first one.
Okay, all right. So it does not last till April, but you can secure it for April. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get that.
All right, fantastic. So
So
some of the five people that are secured already, some of them put in for April. They want to start in April and not March. So that even buys them time to complete the payment in a way. Okay, so yes, you can secure ahead of April, but this is off for the March cohort.
Okay, aside from the April cohorts, will there still
Mhm.
be another cohort?
Of course, there'll be another cohort, okay, but like I said, the difference is going to be the pricing. So the pricing will not come with the discount, with these discounts.
Okay, please remind me again. How long will the class last?
2 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would also like to know,
Mm.
as a sales and marketing person,
Yeah.
how does AI come into your day-to-day activities?
Okay. Is it me or you? Are you who is the sales and marketing
For
person?
me, I'm asking
Okay.
for me.
All right. All right. All right. So that's fantastic. Okay. So now, um, so many people that I've spoken to that are into sales, they are tilted more towards AI automation, and it is not far-fetched. I'll tell you the reason why. One way you can come in is through automating customer service. You can become a specialist that automates customer service. When I say customer service, what do I mean? A lot of businesses have customers. What am I saying? Do you have a business if you don't have customers? You set up business to have customers, right? So businesses that have customers or even potential customers have customers reach out. It could be via websites, it could be via an email, they could chat you up on WhatsApp, it could be a phone call, you know. Any which way they reach out, you need to respond to them. Some of them get missed because of the kind of time they reached out, or because of the workload or the volume. of influx of messages. Okay, and your instinct will be, let's hire another person. And as easy as let's hire another person sounds, what does that mean? You are adding to your overhead costs. You may argue that, oh, but I have customers that will cover for that cost now. That is not an efficient way to run a business. Okay, the most efficient way is, how can I keep my profits without converting it to costs, overhead costs? So an AI agent comes in there. So you get an AI agent that would handle the workload of like 5 to 10 sales or marketing agent or customer care agent. Okay, so what this AI agent will do is, you plug it into your WhatsApp, your email. So anytime you receive an inquiry, it's going to respond. And it's not your normal chatbot that has predetermined or preempted responses, right? It is the type that is connected with AI. So it has a brain, and it can think about the question that was asked to it. The way, if you ask me a question now, I have to think before I respond. I can't just start responding. So it has a brain like that it will think. And that brain could be any of the AI models you have now, ChatGPT, Claude. I don't know, do you use ChatGPT currently?
Yeah, sure. I use ChatGPT.
Fantastic. Imagine employing ChatGPT to work for you. So not just chatting with ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT is it is a very advanced chatbot, but can it send emails on your behalf? No.
No, it won't.
Can it respond to customers on your behalf? No. So if you're an AI automation engineer, you can now connect some things together and then use ChatGPT as the brain of that AI agent. So it will have ChatGPT capabilities, but specific to your business, because it will understand your business, how it works, and then it can now respond based on the information that it has. Okay, so that is what AI agent is, and if you can build these kind of things for businesses, that would be very good. Okay, and I'm suggesting this because you said you are an AI. I mean, you are a sales and you are in sales and marketing. Okay, and from what I'm gathering, there is none of these that had previously piqued your interest differently than others. Am I correct?
Actually, I like to explore. I like the options I see there, but for where I work, I need something that will work for me now.
Okay, fantastic. One. You can go for AI automation. Okay, AI automation works very well, and even beyond where you work. I mean, because we're also looking at the bigger picture of, how can you scale this? AI automation is definitely something that organizations need. So you do for your organization, you use that to sell to another organization, and you have something on your hands. Okay.
Okay, so the 2 months class, are they going to be webinars like this?
Yeah. So it is a highly closed webinar, not open to everyone like this. Okay. It's also going to be a place where you saw how I was, were you here when I was creating those the child storybook?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So then I was creating it, I was carrying people along, but in that class, it's about 3 hours. Okay, I think we've just done 2 hours here, and about half of that is just me explaining stuff. There is practicals. Okay, you're gonna get your hands dirty, be able to ask questions, so and it's gonna be recorded. So in case if you have any issues, you can always go back. Not even for issues. We don't record in case of issues. The main reason why we even record is so that you can always go back to it to revise. Okay. So, and we have students that passed through our program a long time ago, and till today they still come and say, okay, I want to have access to that video, and we're like, you still have access to it, and they check and they say, oh, I still have access to this thing. Okay, so that's one of the major reasons, so I can always go back to it and revise. Okay, so that's how it works.
All right. So when are you sending us these materials? I mean the recordings and all.
Okay, do you fill the attendance form to start with?
Sure, I did.
Okay, so you get it, say tomorrow. Okay, because I'm gonna compile everything. You know, some of the materials, it's not as if I came with it to this session. We built it together. All right, so I'll
Okay.
compile everything. But yeah, I'll compile everything. Even the session is still being recorded like this. So I'll compile everything, and then to be sent across to you. Say tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow is a working day, so you definitely get it tomorrow. Okay.
All right. I followed you on LinkedIn.
All right.
We could chat more and
Okay, that's fine. All right, no problem. But when are
Yeah,
you starting
thank you.
exactly? I'm gonna start.
I intend to start by April because I have other classes going on currently. So it would
Okay.
clash.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So are you securing your spot now and then starting in April, or how is it gonna be for you?
That's what I will discuss with you on LinkedIn.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so let's see how that goes. Okay, you can send me a text. Are you sure LinkedIn will allow you send me a DM?
That's the issue. And that's why I asked this
Yes.
question. So I
Okay,
could
let me make it
discuss
easy
with
for
you
you.
on the way forward.
So you can just send a DM to 0703 on
Okay.
WhatsApp. So 0703. Should I go on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. 0703 215
Okay.
8619.
Okay, I got that.
All right, just say hi. I'm Favor from the webinar. I said we should talk, and we can take it from there. Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, it's a pleasure. Okay. So next person here is Celestine. Hi, Celestine. Have we spoken before? Let's spoken before, right?
Hi. Good evening, sir. No.
Ah, okay, all right. Because I know I've seen some spoken before. All right, go ahead.
My question basically is about the pricing and the cost actually, because for me now I'm a student
Okay,
and price is actually high for me at the moment, but I'm very interested in this.
okay,
So I wanted to ask,
okay.
after that
That makes
April,
sense.
will this program continue? Like after that April 4th, will there be other sessions?
Okay, okay, very good question. So there definitely will be other sessions, okay? But if the major reason why you can't even take it now is the pricing, then the likelihood that you'll be able to take it then is even lesser. Okay, so but let's discuss solutions. Do you currently fend for yourself in school? You pay your school fees yourself, you do these things yourself, or how is it for you?
I'm actually still dependent.
Okay, good. So do you think that if you speak to maybe your parents, I'm assuming, um, it's something they will even say, okay, let's speak with them. I mean, speaking with me, for example, won't cost you anything. It won't cost your parents anything. Would they even grant that hearing to you? Or they're just going to dismiss it and say, just go and focus on your book first? Because I know how parents can be sometimes, okay? So I've been
Probably they
there
will.
before.
Probably they will, but the main thing is if the section can still be going on, no matter when, like probably by December, I'm sure I can work something out by that time. And no matter what the price will be by that time, I'm sure I'll be able to pay. But
No
I just
matter
wanted to confirm.
no
I
matter
just
what the
wanted,
price is.
yes.
Did you just say no matter? Okay, so You know what I'm going to do for you? This is what I'll do for you. You specifically, I'm going to charge you 1.5 million for this course.
Why?
Which one do you want to go for?
Huh?
So which one do you want to go for so that I know which one I'll charge you 1.5 million for? Because you just
Why
said
one
whatever.
So
You say whatever.
because
That means you value it much. I like that. I like that you value it. It shows that you value it.
yes,
I'm just
yes,
saying.
I value it, but it doesn't mean you should say because I value it, then you want to read now.
All right, I'll just pull your legs. But you know, we are in Nigeria. Anything is not. I'm not going to tell you it's not going to be worth that, because we actually have a package now that goes for $3,000. There is a package we have that is $3,000. You're not going to see it on your radar, okay? Because of how we've engineered that particular one. So it just depends. So I'm not ruling out 1.5 million. It may sound like a joke, but I'm not ruling it out. So the earlier the better. Okay. This time last year,
Yeah.
what we're talking about now was still people were still laughing about AI. So you mean AI will create PowerPoint slide? So you mean AI can do this for me? They were like, nah, it's not gonna happen. But now we have too many AI platforms, too many, and that's how they're springing up every single day. So if you wait from now till December, you are missing time itself is a cost. I don't know if I'm making sense. You are paying. So not registering now is you are how will I even explain it? You are paying. You are paying with your time, not registering now. So if you have a way of getting your parents in on this, I don't mind speaking with them. Okay, they will definitely ask questions. I mean, I've spoken with so many people's parents, and you know they've gone on to register their children for the program. And this, for any parent who values education, this is one of the best things you can do for your children. Okay, so if you're here, you're a parent, this is one of the best things you can do for your children, to invest in them in something that can directly translate into an income. Okay, because there are so many young people these days that are, you know, just for the sake of getting an income, you know, they get into things that are not meant to be gotten into. While this is not something you do and you be looking over your shoulder and say, oh, this and that. You know what I mean? Right? So for parents, I'm sure if they hear this, it's something they want to invest in you. And I don't mind, like I said, speaking with them, you know, 2 minutes. I just need 2 minutes. That's all. Okay, and we see if it's a conversation we can even take further. All right. So can you get me 2 minutes with your parents? Possible.
It's not a bad idea, but then
All right.
I was just thinking, I don't want to just focus on one direction. I want to be sure. I want to make confirmation. Will there be still be chance in future,
Mm.
like after that
Okay.
April?
Well, there will be. There
And
will definitely.
if there will be, will that WhatsApp group still be active, or will I still need to go and start looking for a way to get reconnected to you guys?
Okay.
Because
I can't guarantee. I
I
can't
got the
guarantee.
link. Huh?
So I can't guarantee you the WhatsApp group will be active. Okay. WhatsApp may come now and say they want to. I mean, everybody should be going home. No more WhatsApp. Okay. So I can't guarantee you of that. I don't know what Mark Zuckerberg is planning, but can you still get into AI by December? Yes, you will. Okay, but it's definitely going to come at a cost, and time is part of the cost. Okay,
Sure.
time is part of the cost. So you can get 2 minutes. You can get me 2 minutes to your parents. Okay, uh, you know, we could be speaking a different language. You know, soon. All right.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So I'll chat you up on WhatsApp.
Okay, that is fine. Did you get my number?
Yes.
All right, all right, that's fine. So, all right, yeah. Okay, so who is next? Okay, I think that's everyone who has their hand up. Okay, so if you're here, if you're still here listening to us, okay, I want
Sorry,
to, I want
Mohammed.
to you. Okay,
I
let
raised
me
my
see.
hand again. I'm so sorry.
No, go ahead. Okay, go ahead. I thought it
I'm
was the
here
form.
Yeah,
too.
so
I'm here too. Mr. Mohammed, I'm here too.
Uh, let me see who that is. Okay, I'll take both of you. So let me just take Favor first, and then I'll take you. I called you the other time, but I think you were not able to unmute. So sorry about that. That's Basilicon. Okay, but just give me a minute with Favor. Favor.
yeah, favor.
Yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to suggest
Mhm.
maybe you could come up with something like of a couples package, because I
Okay.
was thinking if I pay for a class for myself and
Yeah,
also pay for my woman,
yeah.
it's gonna cost a lot and it might discourage me to even go that route.
Okay.
So if you could come up with like a couples package, make it very affordable, it could make
Okay.
sense.
All right. All right. That's a very good suggestion. You won't be the first to ask for it. Some people won't come and say, I have like 10 people. How much discounts do you give me? Okay. So what we
Oh
do
wow.
typically, is we can take the conversation offline, okay, and see how we can make that work for both of you. Okay. Let's see how we can make
All
that
right,
work.
thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. All right. All right. So let's have Bass Prince. Bass Prince. I didn't see that. I didn't see that earlier. I've just pronounced that. Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Bonsoir, Monsieur Mohammed.
But is that French? Bonsoir.
Comment ça va?
Ah, ça va bien, merci. Très bien. Et
Oh,
vous?
c'est très bien. Ah, ça veut dire que tu comprends un peu le français.
It's small French, I know. Please, oh.
Oui, exactement, exactement.
That's very small French.
Mr.
Um,
Mohammed, good evening once again.
yeah,
I have been on this call. It's just that I have too many email addresses, and then when you call
oh,
Basilican, I forgot the one that I joined with, and then I
oh,
thought it was another device. So I didn't know that I had already signed in with another email by
another
using the
one.
phone.
Okay.
It's
All
always
right.
it's always interesting to be in your session.
Yeah. That's something a lot of people have told me. I'm glad you're getting value. Glad you're getting
Yes, yes,
value.
serious, serious one for that matter. The last time I joined your class
Yeah.
was last year, and then it was a wonderful time with your word comprehend. You're always using comprehend. I don't know if you know the meaning of comprehend.
Yeah. Compre means to understand, correct?
It means understand. But if you want to say it where you say c'est compris, c'est compris
C'est
means do you
compre.
understand?
You understand? Okay. Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Don't use comprehend again. Just you use c'est
C'est
compris.
compre.
And
C'est
I'm
compre.
talking to
Okay.
you yes, as a French teacher. All
Okay.
right,
Fantastic. I'm
a,
learning French.
a native one for that matter.
Fantastic. That's interesting.
Yes, yes. We are.
What's your name? What's your name? So that I can just
My
take
name is
notes.
Basti. My name is Basti. We had this conversation sometimes last year. My name is
Oh,
Basti.
okay. All right. All right. Go ahead.
Yes, I had wanted to do AI automation engineering as a teacher,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
as a course creator, and so.
Mm,
And then I just discovered that there are too many things to learn with AI. If I have my
mm,
way, I will learn everything because it's good to be
okay.
versatile and then do
Yeah.
many things at the same time. Some of us that are privileged to teach, so we can
Mm-hmm.
also help other people to also transition into tech. When
Mm-hmm.
some of you are very very busy, the world is so
Yeah.
massive that a lot of people want to take advantage, but they are not. There are few hands to help them do that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I agree with you.
All right. What you taught us today, I always
Yeah.
have a problem, and then I want to make a plea. That
Okay.
problem is that over time, since last year, October, I got to meet the analytics business. I
Okay.
have always been joining your session on a daily basis if I don't have a class, because I also host classes. My friend classes are also weekly. So, but if I
Okay.
don't have a, I always join. I didn't have a
Okay.
class today. Then
Okay.
having been part of the group, so I normally see when you drop updates. So I have to join today. But
All right.
most times when I join, I don't get the replays. I don't
Okay.
get the replays. I don't know why. I don't know why. Because even when I fill the form like I have filled today, because what
Yeah.
you taught today, I'm more interested and I also want to ask questions about it. But I
Okay.
don't get the replays. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Okay.
But there was a session that I did not join.
Mm.
But because you shared the YouTube link, I had to
Mm.
go to YouTube and watch the replay, and I was so excited about it.
Okay.
So I want to make a plea that instead of, okay, alongside dropping, alongside filling a form, but please,
Yeah.
in our different WhatsApp groups, the
Mm.
YouTube link should be dropped. I want to make that plea because by
Mm.
my experience, I don't
Yeah.
always receive emails when you
Okay.
send. For example, I filled the form tonight. I want to check if what I'm saying is wrong. But by
Okay.
my experience, I have not always had the opportunity to go back to the replays. But the last YouTube link you joined, believe you me, I enjoyed that class. Now, my
Okay.
question for today is based on what you taught us about that story. I've forgotten what you used again, but
The,
based on what you taught us today about Nigeria, about the story for Nigeria
yeah.
independence.
Yeah.
Now,
For
can those slides can they be animated in a form of a video?
absolutely.
Good to hear.
Abs-
Good to hear. So which means that you only wanted to make a graphic. That means there is a particular prompt or a
yeah.
word that you did not impute for it not to be video like, right?
Yeah. So how I would do it is this. I would use Notebook LM to create the slides, and then I
Sorry,
used
how do you
a
say it again?
Notebook LM is the tool we use today. Okay.
Okay,
So
notebook
after
LM.
this, I want to animate it. If I want to turn those pages to
Okay.
video scenes, I'll take each page and use a picture to video AI tool to turn it to scenes. And it will
Okay.
animate.
Okay.
It will basically make those things move. It will be
Yes.
like
And
it will
talk.
be like
And talk.
yeah, and speak as well. So it could be like a narrator kind of video for kids. And
Wow. Wow.
yeah, you could turn it to, and all these things I'm thinking about that can be done in less than 1 hour. That's like the amazing thing. It's not as if you sit down and spend days
That's
doing
what I
it.
said.
If you
That's what I
sit down
said.
1 hour, no
With
distraction,
having
you
analytic
can get it.
business, yes, that's what I was saying. That with having analytic business, the world of AI is very interesting because even you as a person, there are some things that you just feel like, just enjoy yourself by what you know, and then you just put them either in images or you put them, in videos, and then you just enjoy yourself. Like I think it will do
Exactly.
more with content, with AI content creation, because almost all
Yeah,
of us
exactly.
are fond of being on the social media platform. So if, for example, now we want to
Mhm.
make some content, we just use that. So that's what I said. All the courses of analytics are what subscribing to, because they have so much
Absolutely.
value, to our world today. And then I know that you will ask me why I've not joined. I still have the issue,
Yeah.
and
I was
believe you
about
me,
to ask.
yes, I know your next questions. I can preempt
Yeah,
you. Why have not even the December discount, I wasn't able to take advantage of it because I have a major problem with limited resources, which I'm going to do. And then
and then
I have not been
it was
I'm
cheaper.
not been able to have a system. I've not been able to have a system, and there's some of these things they need system to work with. I
Yeah.
have an iPad. Can it go with an iPad?
Mm. Okay. AI video content creation, correct?
Yes. Though I wanted to go for, I wanted to go, I want to go right. I want to go for AI automation engineering. But which of them can I use an iPad to do with?
Okay, so AI video content creation is still doable with an iPad. Okay,
Okay.
not because it's less technical, it's because of the tools that you'll be using. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so they are still friendly with an iPad, even if I would recommend a laptop because your facilitator will be using a laptop. And as
Mm-hmm.
someone who is following the facilitator, if you don't have the same arrangement on your own interface, you may struggle to follow.
That's right.
So, yeah, so I usually recommend a laptop. So,
Okay.
but AI video content creation is still manageable with an iPad. Okay, it's still
Okay.
manageable with an iPad. So you can try that. You can try it with an iPad. Okay, but if you can get maybe someone close, that you can use their laptops during the weekends for 3 hours, for 6 hours over the weekend. I'll strongly advise you explore that as well. Do you have any such person, maybe close relative, anyone?
I have, but these devices are personal devices,
Exactly.
and then
Yeah.
somebody that is afraid that you would delve into his privacy, and
Yeah.
then that they would tell you like they were that time that I
Mhm.
had so much pressure. I went to meet one of my colleague. He said I
Yeah.
can only use it when it's there. That's a condition he gave me. And using it when it's there is when that means I have to be at work with them, even when it's not on a weekend. So things like that was not possible. So
Yeah.
I am still looking forward to to owning a personal laptop, which I think God will help. I will do that on or
All
before
right.
June.
All
Yeah,
right.
because of
That's
some. Yeah,
but you notice that the prices have increased
yeah, of course,
drastically
sure. No,
from
it's not
from
about
this.
the prices. Like you said that that speaker that you are going to charge 1.5 million.
Mhm.
Once you know the value of a thing, and money can be the problem if you have it. So even if the discount becomes as much as anything, but because some of us we know the value of what we are getting, so we'll go for it.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that we're not able to get it at a discounted rate, as it were. So I
Yeah.
think it's not a problem. It's not a problem. Till tomorrow, if I have money, in fact, God will help me. I will even pay for all the 6 or the 7 program, and then do them at my convenience, because I understand that that is the era we are in.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Okay. I mean, I love to work with people like yourself. Okay. They understand
Thank
the value of things like this.
thank you.
It's people like you that eventually come make it to our slides and we say, "Oh, look, this is Basil. He joined one of our programs, and currently he does this, he does that, he does that. He works
Sure,
for
sure,
this."
sure. I'll be part
Uh,
of the testimonials that you'll be sharing
ab-
someday to come.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'll be looking forward to that. Okay, I'll be
Thank you.
definitely looking forward to that. All right, all right. So I think,
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Mohamed. Très content de parler avec vous.
yeah, thank you very much. It's a pleasure. How do I say it's a pleasure in French?
C'est mon plaisir, c'est un plaisir.
C'est un plaisir. Okay, c'est un plaisir.
Yeah,
I've learned that one now. C'est un plaisir.
yeah.
All right. So
Yes,
thank
c'est
you
un
very
plaisir.
much. I really, really
Thank you, sir.
appreciate you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right. So
Thank
and yeah, it's a pleasure. So for every other person who is here who can still hear me, if you are still here, I don't need to ask you if you're interested. You are definitely interested. So just get on with it. Go ahead, get into AI. It's the next big thing. It is the next big thing. Okay, even the president of US is using AI. Okay, so who are we not to use AI? All right. So even today with some of my colleagues, we're still laughing about the fact that we all use AI these days. We're highly dependent on AI. Apart from the dependence on in AI, the 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 opportunities out there are massive. Okay, it is massive, and it is going to get saturated fast. Okay, it is going to get saturated faster than any other opportunity has been saturated. Why? Because it does not involve coding. No code. Okay, which means anybody who has time and can understand what I'm saying now can do it. So guys, get on with it. I would love to see you guys, each and every one of you, come March 7th or April 4th. And then we get started and we can change our stories. Cheers, guys, and have a wonderful night's rest.